Hi, I'm Jill.
Oh, and I'm Gianna.
And welcome to the We Talk About It All podcast,
where we talk about it all and give you our opinions.
Nope, that's not my line.
She just was going to keep going. Go ahead. Well, go ahead. Do your line now. I don't
The
have...
opinions no one ever asked for. I forgot. I totally forgot.
Well,
Not well.
let's just
stressful week.
But let's just address this really quick right off the way. We've changed our upload day to Friday.
Yes.
So if you listen to both our podcasts, we'll start your week on Monday with what we watched, and then we'll end your week on Friday with talking. I don't know.
With our shenanigans.
With the shenanigans, same thing. Look at Sissy is just sprawled out. Some people would call her the town whore.
Yeah, she's got that belly exposed to all to see. Oh my. Anyway.
All right.
So it's been a rough week. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Rough last
I
week.
have goal updates to share. I don't know.
All right, we'll throw them out
Well,
at
let
us.
me just say. Oh wait, I haven't achieved any of my goals yet. I saw some girl say she put 30.
She has achieved her goals, but she's updating them.
No, stop. Not like that. No, I saw some girl say she put 30 books down. She's already at 10. She's almost like,
Does she have a job?
I don't know. She looked young.
Come on.
No, like, yeah, I should be able to do that. But I was in.
Listen, I'm not.
They sent me down to that little classroom where they have to teach you to read.
When you were like in kindergarten.
No, that was
was first
second grade,
grade.
because I remember we talked about her last week. The same lady that accosted me about walking down the stairs was the same one. She had weird toenails. You remember that? Do you remember her weird toenails? They're stuck with me. Not like my
They were
first grade
highly
teacher.
painted.
My first grade teachers looked like those little seashells that you can get at the beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how I designated all my teachers, see? So if you ever thought, what do kids really think? That's what they're thinking in first grade. Mm-hmm. That was important. No, so I haven't achieved any, but I remember you were watching Brooke Mischio, and I was actually working, but I could hear Brooke, because I don't have great headphones. But I was like, I saw her saying these things, and I was like, to me, I was like, I don't know if those are technically, like, they didn't think to me in my head like goals. Like, I feel like goals is a number you have to achieve.
No,
but she was just saying
it's
money.
whatever
So
you want them to
I've
be.
added some stuff to mine, all right? So here we go.
You.
I want to get new podcast equipment, a better mic, better headphones, like an official office setup, basically. Something official.
Yeah, I agree.
I want to save enough money up for an iPad. I just think it would be, more sufficient to have the iPad, where I was even telling you that, like, if we're going to a store, I don't go into every store. Like, if you run into the pet store, I could, 5-10 minutes of just, editing the podcast out in public or something like that. And sometimes
You don't need Wi-Fi?
No.
Oh.
It's like, it's in the computer. But I'm just saying.
I don't know what I'm
maybe
talking
I do.
about.
I don't know. Somebody might have to correct me on that. But still, it's just something of like.
No, I guess
sometimes
you
I
wouldn't
don't.
if it's
I
just
like.
what you-
Sometimes I don't want to hold my laptop where I'd rather just sit on the couch with the iPad.
You can do, I think, more creative things with the iPad.
Yeah, there's a lot
right?
more of the drawing things, and I even I love watching the girls do the little planners on Instagram and things like that. So it's like more so that, because right now I have a 5-subject book with everything. Not that I don't like that, but it's just like I think I put the book down and I forget, where I feel like the iPad would be more of like a giant phone, where I have it with me more,
Kind of.
or it's just easier to keep with me, because like the laptop, if you didn't know, I broke my laptop, the screen. So I'm so fearful of keeping this around longer than I need it to be now. So I put it away.
You gotta use it, because otherwise it's
No, I
just
use it, but I'm
pointless.
just saying, I just like having it be out longer than I need
Well,
it
what do you
to.
think, that thing would be cheap to get repaired?
No, but
I'm just
I
saying.
already calculated how much it would be with the Apple Care. It's not cheap. Next, start saving for a new computer. Of course, after I come up with this idea, Mac has decided to announce their new MacBook Pros. So, but I don't know if I want to get another MacBook, just from like a workflow stance, I don't know what I want to do. I'd love to build my own. I want to have the newest phone. Now, to some people, they may go, now you're sounding greedy.
No.
We have the iPhone 7 Plus. We can't even get iOS 16 anymore. My camera's broken. It can't hold a charge. Yesterday I was watching it drop while I was charging. I told you, from walking to our door to the other side of the couch, which is maybe 20 steps.
Yeah.
If you got a big stride, it could be less. It dropped down to 86. I plugged it in, and it was sitting here charging for a while.
I sent you 3 texts and 2 phone calls, and I went down to 1%. I told you that.
I know.
It
Don't
is
even
what it is.
try to go to the bathroom. If you gotta do anything more than pee, I don't know. Okay, next. I mentioned that I was doing this anyway, but I want to make sure that I complete the workout documentary that I was talking about making of
I think
working
you
out.
will.
I think I will too, but it's just, it's an easy goal to check off and make you feel like you did something. Okay, and next one,
No, it's not, because if you quit exercising and stuff, then that goal goes away.
That's true.
So-
No, but I'm just saying. And then make money off of social media. Any kind of way. Even if it's a penny. It's something.
I hear you.
And that's just all I added. I was like, I should probably add something like that. As for my, actual achieving goals, I have not been doing great.
No.
I'm only 4% into a book. Haven't practiced sign language once.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I will tell you, though. I have said how... That's the charger cord.
Stop. I created, you could put these focus modes on the iPhones. I created podcast mode for us so nobody will call or send anything. She still found a way to make a noise.
With my phone, sorry.
I knew that was going to happen.
Since we've been going down to the gym, I actually have been reading, because that's the only real thing that works on my phone, which is fine. But I'm actually really into this book, so I guess I have to give books more of a big chance, because I'm 6% into this book, and that's only from really down there.
Yeah.
Because I tried to read last night, but I fell asleep. You came out yelling at me. Put your phone away.
I didn't know.
Was
Not
that the
last
night
night.
before?
That was
the night
a few
before.
nights.
One of the nights I know you did.
Yeah.
But I'm actually into this book, and it says I'm 6% in, 52 pages.
The best thing I've really done
That's the
so
best
far
I've ever done.
is take my vitamin, just vitamins, but we have to go get our blood work done, and put my deodorant on, because that's only helping myself.
And brush your teeth. You've done that.
Yeah, brush my teeth. I missed one day. I missed yesterday.
Yeah, we took a censored vote that we were going to do it.
Yeah.
Just not.
But, everything else, I don't want to shower every day, so that's not a horrible goal, because you're not supposed to. The sunblock, I don't really do every day. I know I want to do it every day, but, sometimes when you see it's, cloudy out, you're like, I don't want to put it on. But people said you got to put it on because, I don't know, science.
Was it those people from TikTok?
It was a woman who was, in her 60s, and she said she's been putting it on for 30 years.
And
she looked good.
All
She
right.
looked like a housewife sass. I mean, she could have had Botox or anything, but I don't know. I'm taking that woman's word for it. And I haven't done my skincare. But that's because right when I was going to start, I had pimples everywhere, and then it went away.
Yeah, but that's all right. I mean, you're.
I don't know.
You're
But
not
now I
old.
have one. Now I have another pimple on my face. It's a lose-lose. So, not doing great on some of the other stuff. I haven't checked a damn thing off my to-do list either. I checked one thing, find soap bottles.
There you go.
Okay. That was just my little update.
Whew. You had a heck of a time there, eh?
I know. I feel like we haven't talked to them in forever. That's why.
I
Because
know.
we were recording, a little later than...
Well, we had a stressful week last week.
Yeah. How about you share that?
We incurred a lot of finances and potential finances, and that's what we're going to discuss.
Oh my
some
god, yeah.
finances.
Literally, as soon as we finished recording that other podcast, hell broke loose. Last week's podcast, literally as soon as that happened, hell broke loose.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
get your horn on.
Hell's breaking loose outside. But you know what's so funny? I feel like we kind of talked about this, but we talked about it very barely in our other podcast.
What did we talk about?
The car. But,
Did we?
yeah, because we recorded that on the weekend when the weekend had passed. We talked about it a little bit, but not enough.
Yeah, no, our poor car is...
Our 2007 car.
Yeah, it's just she's really trying. She's really trying to hold on, but...
You know where I think we all went wrong here? We used to have a little figurine of Cheetah from DC
I
Bomb.
have all
She's
the
from the
figures
DC
in the back of the
Bombshell.
car. I had a whole scene I was going to put up there with a new cheetah and ready to go. Roll
Well,
out.
we had
Maybe we
her, and we had her stuck up with a little Velcro and glue, but the heat was melting her.
And she was topping over.
Yeah,
and then her head finally broke
fell
off.
So I think we have to put her back up. It's kind of like how people have the Rolls Royce
But
on
I
the
have
outside of
the-
the car. She's on the dash.
But I had the other one, and I had the whole group that I was going to put up with Wonder Woman and the guy. Remember, it was going to be a little scene on top there.
Well, maybe we have to. Maybe
Maybe.
don't put a guy in the car though. Maybe that's the issue. Is he in the back of the car? Better get him out.
I think he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are. They're back there.
Get him out.
Oh, God, all right.
Well, I think that's where we all went wrong. We have to put her back up.
Maybe she feels.
In
less
case
of-
you were wondering, our car's name is Cheetah. That's why we picked that character.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she's running with some black transmission fluid, and yeah, that
This is supposed to be my car.
basically the
next.
advice was get another car.
Junk that whore.
So I said no, I can't afford to do that. Have anybody out there looked at prices of cars? It's absolutely insane. I mean, it's insane. The car we're driving right now, I looked up on Carvana. It is 3 years later, 2009 basically, or 2010. No, well, yeah, 2 years later, 3
Oh.
years later. Some of them were like, they were like between 2009,
Yeah.
10, and 11. It is the same price that I paid for our car 10 years ago. That's how bad cars are now. And it's a used car. I'm like, oh my God. So,
I don't get how that pricing stuff works. I don't get inflation.
well, I guess it's COVID. I don't know. I know used cars when COVID happened went skyrocketed because you couldn't get cars because people weren't working. And it was a problem. So used cars were coming in on the lots and going out like insanely priced. But so it got us thinking, of course now we're starting to panic because we're thinking, well, if we have to save for a car, what are we going to do with finances and how are we going to do it?
Yeah. You got this kind of like the way the light's lighting your face. It's like
a glow. Do I
no
have a glow? Oh no, that's not where you're going with this.
No, it's like you're about to tell like a horror story. I mean, you kind of
Ooh,
are.
it is a horror story.
It is a horror
Money
story.
is always a horror
like it's
story.
like the like a flashlight under the chin kind of light.
See, that's the sad thing. It's like, see how I just said it's a horror story. I would like to have a better relationship with money. I feel like I do, but I feel like I don't know. Like
I don't know how I describe mine. I just kind of hoard it.
Well, yeah, see, that's the thing. So I have a couple questions here I want to ask you. I'm curious to see how your generation, if you...
I can't even try to read your computer. That font is so small.
Oh, God.
I think I need to go back to vision works.
Oh, God. I want to see how much you know about finances.
I did take a business class in high school, but I was so anxiety-ridden the whole class because he knew...
You don't remember anything?
Not much, because at the end he said, we're going to have to do a presentation where you're going to have to stand up and do a job interview with a bunch of people. I got out of it, and he wanted you to even come dressed in business suits. So she called up the school, asked to speak to the man, said, don't you know some kids can't afford nice clothes like that? Which is true. And also she has severe anxiety. So she double whammied the guy, and I got out of it.
There you go. You gotta do what you gotta do as mother.
But still, it was like we had to wait until it was closer to do that, to make that. So the whole time I was panicked and stressed. And I do feel like I happened to be sick a lot and missed that class during that half of the year. But whoopsie.
Okay, well.
So
let's
we're not
see
going
what
great.
you know. Probably nothing. I mean, I hope not. I hope you know something.
All right.
Okay, do you know what a credit score is?
Yeah, that's what they look at when you want to get a house or a car. Oops, dropped my pen, sorry.
Do you know what yours is?
You said it's good.
Yes, I did.
I know how to check it.
No,
I'm
I
just not
believe
going to
you're-
say
I
where
believe-
to go check.
I believe-
Wait, should we say your credit score?
Well, let's just put it this way. I think there's like average, above
I'm in the
average.
good.
I think you're actually above average.
Woohoo!
Oh my God, she just tucked her whole face in like a real
And
cutie
stretched
patootie.
her little tootsie tootsie.
Oh God. But yes, I didn't think your credit score was very important until I tried to get a house, and mine was like very low because I really didn't have credit, and I had a credit card and I screwed it up, and then I was married to a fool who also had really bad credit and was really bad. And I don't know how we actually got a house, except that we went through my cousin, so he probably helped us out in some way. And we had money to put down. We had good money to put down. So otherwise, I don't think I would have got a house.
Well, we don't have that house anymore.
No, and we were back in the day of the Fannie Mae, which you don't know about Fannie Mae, but Fannie Mae was, and the FHA loans were these loans that everybody talks about that screwed up the whole mortgage system. I mean, because they gave out loans to people that couldn't afford them. Hello. But I didn't know that I couldn't, that I shouldn't be getting this loan. So you're going to take it. I mean, You needed a house. I needed a place. There you go.
Money's money.
But
I'm trying to find my pimple stick.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's important right now. Sure. Yeah. Pimple stick. Get it. Find it.
Well, I can find it. Move on next.
Anyway. But I have since, I will say, after getting divorced and going through bankruptcy, not bankruptcy, I'm sorry, foreclosure. I have jacked my score right up there next to yours. So I'm pretty proud of myself.
And mine's kind of because you just gave me a credit card under your credit card account.
And student loans help you.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if I pay those.
No, that's what I'm going to do probably.
Well, I didn't ask to go to college. I'm not paying them.
Yeah, this is the consensus. So, but if you ever use that degree, I'm getting a cut of money from your paycheck. So don't ever use it.
I haven't yet.
So she'll be like never using it.
Anybody want to buy a camera?
Oh God. You're not even remotely funny. Anyway, do you know what emergency funds are for?
Yeah, like if you they did talk about this. You should make it in the school. I remember this. You should have because he did a lot of budgeting. Like, oh sissy, your hair's in my mouth, and I know it is because it is not orange fur. It is black fur. No, like you would take money away to put into like a savings.
Yeah.
So that like if your car needed work. Yeah, I know what that is.
Yeah, which I never had an emergency fund when I was younger, ever, because I didn't have money to do that, but now I do. And I actually didn't have to take money to pay for what they did for the car from my emergency fund because I just budget so well that I actually could use my paycheck, which I have never in my life done. So I really feel like an adult.
You're talking about this time, though?
Yeah.
It wasn't that much money.
No, this time. Yeah, but back in the day, I wouldn't have been able to do that either.
Oh.
I would have had to figure out where to get $300 from.
Yeah.
But
because
no, the other one, no.
The best part to go, because I came with you to pick it up, the guy's like, yeah, so honestly, working on it in total is only like an hour. We drove it around more to try to duplicate what so we kind of got lucky with that.
Yeah, he said it took longer to figure out what was wrong
and then the parts that they put in too to fix, so.
How much do you think you need for an emergency fund? There is a figure that
really?
Not a figure, but there's an amount that you.
Okay, so don't talk to me in figures because I don't get figures.
No, it's like a timeline. They say like how much you should, like how many. All right, I'll give you an easier. How many months worth of savings should you have saved?
Like you're saying, like the emergency should cover like rent.
Yeah, like it should cover 3 months of your bills. Oh, I just told you. Dab it. Oh. They say you should have like at least 3 months.
I was
minimum.
gonna start going at a base of like 5,000, but then when you said that, I'm gonna go 10,000. I guess.
No, but they say you should have like 3,000.
Well, I'm saying no, but
3 months worth of whatever you would like your bills would be.
Yeah.
As at minimum.
Well,
they say more, but
well,
minimum.
I guess also, but I was adding stuff on for like. If the car also happened to go down all in one.
Well, yeah, that would be a screw up.
Okay, then I go 5,000 to 10,000, I guess.
A month or in your savings?
In your savings.
Yeah, but when you think about it, your bill, like your paycheck is like.
Oh, how much should you take out of your paycheck a month?
No. Like your paycheck a month is like about 3,000 or 4,000 right there.
So you need more?
Probably.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it's not easy being a grown-up. Now, we all know, well, no, you don't know, but I just realized that you just discovered what retirement and Social Security is all about.
Well, I did. I thought you made your money and they put it in the bank for you and you were going to get that same money back. I didn't know that I was supposed to be working right now to pay for you. That just doesn't,
That's why they say that there's going to be no Social Security. That's what they're talking about, is your generation.
Well, why don't they just start taking your money now?
Because my money's going to the other people, the older folk that are living
I don't know. Whoever came up with that idea was kind of stupid. They should have just put the money away in some big bank, and then just you got your money. Come on, that's smarter than. I mean, I get it, but it's kind of like. I don't know, because also when you think about it, that's kind of stupid. Well, no, actually, no, it does work because technically you're doubling the population every year, I guess. So yeah, I guess it would work like that. But
yeah, that's why it does that. And like that's why they say you should have a 401k.
Well, good. So if the population is doubling every year, then half of us don't have to work.
Oh, true.
See, see, you had to think like that. Because if there was 1 billion, then next year you double that. Now there's 2 billion, so only 1 billion of those people have to work.
Oh my god!
Listen, I didn't ask you born with severe anxiety.
Just a way to get around it.
That kind of makes me feel a little bit better.
But there's a lot of young people that I work with that don't have severe anxiety, and they don't care either. It ain't got nothing to do with that. Sadly, they just don't want to work. They don't want to work hard either. But it's horrible. You gotta do what you gotta do, man.
I don't mean to sound mean, but
it's
I'm just
okay,
saying.
Mama. She heard enough.
Someone's banging pipes in the other room. I don't know.
Well, you're also going to start to investigate the stock market for me.
Yeah.
This ought to be fun.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't know. Listen, here's my thing. I don't want anybody to take offense to this, but there are people that I watch stream on Twitch. I don't really watch them anymore. I've kind of moved on from them because I didn't like it. But I think they have like a person that really does it for them. But listen, if all these little Twitch boys can figure out the stock market, so can I. I'm no dummy.
No, it's not that hard to figure out.
No, and I just figured, here's my thing, right? So if I can't really get a job because of my anxiety, well, guess what? I can sit home and watch the stock market all day for you.
Yeah, take my money that I have in the annuity and make
Come on.
more.
I mean, I don't know. I just feel like I might as well try to figure that out.
Yeah, I think you should.
Considering that, we'll just say this, not anybody in our immediate family, but like our immediate family's other side of their family. I've been to
big
that.
Money. Big
money. We went to their house one year for Easter. It was the
on the stock exchange.
It was probably one of the nicest houses I've ever been in.
Yeah, well, he was a millionaire.
Oh, really? Millions?
Yeah, it had to be.
Wow.
At one point, because he
Wow.
sold his stock exchange seat for $1 million.
Wow,
So,
that's insane. But yeah, so we've
he's
been
got
to that
some
house.
ducats. God bless him. But he worked hard for all that.
That whole family's smart, though. We'll just say. I mean,
Yeah,
they don't
no.
know who we're talking about, but their whole family is entirely smart.
Yeah, some people just got it like that.
What the hell? All right, next.
All right, so bills. So
Bills.
do you like? Wait a minute, let me finish.
Just
How
some bills.
often do you think you should like review your bills to see like if you can make them lower?
I mean, I think you honestly should probably check every month.
I do too.
Because sometimes they put out new deals. You don't know when.
Yeah, well, because look what
Straight up
happened with Verizon. Like, we've been trying to not get rid of Verizon, but get rid of the phone and all that and cable.
Yeah.
And we finally were able to and just get internet. They weren't offering that, which is
And
crazy.
also, what I was going to say was, too, even when you think about it, it kind of sounds so stupid and silly, but, you go on Netflix, not Netflix, but you go on Hulu and you say, I'm going to cancel you. They offer it half off.
Yeah, I don't
So,
understand that.
To rethink about that, it's kind of like, you should check
But
that.
streaming services are the only ones I think that do that because, like,
Well, yeah,
because
no, they're
Verizon
just like,
wouldn't,
you're out.
they won't give you the deals that they give new customers. And I think
will
that's
say
horrible.
when we moved, when we were talking about switching the plan, they were like, "Hey, you have like 100 speed. You could get 300 for literally the exact same price. Go ahead, do it." Then they also had my favorite part the other day. We had the Wi-Fi. They had like an outage, Verizon themselves, and the guy while he's testing, he's like, "Hey, just so you know, $24 more, you could have like 1,000 speed or something." I'm like,
No, thank you.
But the best part is you're selling me on faster internet while the Wi-Fi is down because it's your fault.
Yeah, no. And we've learned.
Yes,
I don't know
so-
if anybody knows this, but one guy was very kind and shared
When he came here, he's told us.
Yeah, but another
The other
guy
guy too, but
told me
this
on the
guy
phone
explained it
that
better.
if you're in an apartment, which we are in an apartment setting, which I guess would be similar to even if you're in a townhouse too, because you still have the rows of the houses close together, that when you're in an apartment setting, for sure, you're competing no matter how you slice it.
Yeah, like you're in like a bubble.
And you're still competing for the Wi-Fi with all of the people that are in your apartment.
Yeah.
So if they all have Verizon,
Which a lot of
in
our building
in
do.
our other building as well, almost everybody had Verizon
Yeah.
in the other one. So you're still competing for their Wi-Fi, and it's
Yeah.
like,
Which the guy said, the guy
no matter how
who came
fast you
here and
got it,
told
you
us
were still going to be screwed.
said that you honestly could go all the way outside of our building and we should still have it, but because of these other apartments, it cancels
and
out.
we don't.
Yeah, as soon as you get like
Out of
a
our
few
apartment.
steps out of the apartment, it's
I don't
gone.
even know if it goes outside the door. I've never really looked.
Sometimes I see it when I get to like the middle of the hallway. I'll see it,
All
then
I
it
know is
flickers
that when
off.
I had Comcast and I was in a house, I wouldn't even hit the corner of my house. We had a corner property. I didn't even hit the corner, and I was already attached to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah. But think about our neighbors. The nasty neighbor, that was her name, behind us. Does she look like somebody who would have Wi-Fi? No.
I don't know, but I
The other
just
guy
think
maybe
it was-
next to us, he might.
But they might not have had Comcast at the time. We had Comcast.
Yeah, that was
Comcast,
still
but-
very new. Okay. Was that the question?
Yeah. So do you know the difference between a want and a need? It sounds stupid, but like
Yeah,
financially.
I want an iPad, but I don't need an iPad. Yeah. I need a phone. Kind of. I mean, I can still make calls, so I guess it's not a need, but
All right. So have you ever had a purchase? Since we're talking about wants and needs, have you ever had a purchase that you felt guilty about making?
yeah, everything I've ever bought in my life.
Yeah, you really do. You
I
carry a lot
listen. I have to go
of
to. I'm
buyer's
going to
guilt.
the comic book shop tomorrow. I know I'm getting one comic for $3.99. I'm already like, do I have money for that?
Yes, you do.
No, I know, but yeah, everything I've ever bought, I will overthink about. I collect Funko Pops, so somebody's gonna be like, "You really got that much guilt?" A little bit, but I
You got a
know.
room full of guilt, then, girl.
I got a room full of guilt. I do. I have a room full of guilt. I really do.
Yikers.
But then I look in there and I'm like, I love these things. So they make me happy. So I'm not entirely. But when I'm making the purchase, it's so hard. Like there's a She-Hulk pop coming out and I know it's going to probably be about $30, but she's 10 inches tall. And I only want that one She-Hulk pop, right? So in my head, I'm like, I'm just gonna get the one, so it's gonna be okay. But here's how my brain works though. I've now stopped ordering Funko Pops online. I only will get them if I see them in store, because that means it's meant to be.
Well, also you're better off because when we were buying your things online.
Oh my God, if you've never bought a Funko Pop-
she tries to buy them. Said the box obviously is pristine because you're collecting
Some
them.
people don't mind the box.
So
I do.
they don't always come nice, and then that means we have to send it
I
back.
had a Winona Earp Funko Pop. Someone crushed it, stepped on it, and then the packing bubble, they lifted up the lid and put it in the lid and closed it. Yeah, so no, I'm guilty just about every single thing I've ever bought. I'm even like thinking we're gonna go buy little 1 pound weights. I'm like, do we need those? It's not even my
I
money.
think we do.
No, we do, but
Oh no, yeah, you have guilt for my money too. As
yeah,
well.
so it's just any money.
Which I appreciate because most kids don't. Most kids are like, whatever.
Well, let's just say that. So we took my cousin Dean to the mall because he had to return a shirt. It was like our equivalent because he was driving us somewhere because our car was down. And they had a Funko Pop reselling store. And I walked in, and the one Funko Pop I want the most is an April Ludgate. She's my favorite. It was $44. And I was standing with just Dean and his girlfriend. And I go to Dean, I go,
go get her so she
go
can
get
talk
her
me
so
out
she
of
can
it.
talk me out of it. And he came up to you and he goes, no, she needs you to talk out of it. Because
like,
listen, it was cheap, but I was like, I can't.
You're getting quicker at that though. Like I can talk you out faster now. I'm like, I noticed.
Yeah, but no, I'm guilty and I need to be talked down. Always, even if it's something I really want. There are things where I've walked down and I was like, damn, I should have got that.
You said that about that too. Sorry, Papa.
Yeah, I know. I've been rethinking that. But my justification is if I go back to that mall, I will get
she's
her.
meant
But
to
I'm
be.
I want to set up a date to sell my own Funko Pops.
I just buy nothing.
You want
Like-
that lovely laundry sign for the door.
Yeah,
But I know it's not the same thing. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, like how you buy those Funko Pops for yourself just to enjoy. Like I really don't do that.
Well, what do you want to start collecting?
No, it's not that I want to collect something, but like I really don't do that. Like how I wanted
Well,
that
you
salt
did-
lamp. Like I wouldn't do it. Like, but
Yeah,
you
I
bought
got
it
it
for me.
for Christmas.
But like stuff like that, I'll
Like
be.
I mean, you have been doing it a little bit, I think, with makeup recently. You got that nail polish the other day and things like that.
But I still try to like do it really cheaply. Like, well, I mean, I do try to do it cheap because that stuff is not really. It's not a necessity.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to look more presentable and stuff at work, like have the nails done and little things
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, no, I don't really. I don't know what I would have that I would say is really.
You bought yourself those planner stickers the other time.
Yeah. I mean, do it more with food. I think like my coffee and stuff like that.
Yeah,
coffee,
you do.
That's
You're
like
more
a
to
little
the
bit
food.
more extreme. But yeah, but I even have guilty when I'm like guilty when I buy that stuff because I'm like, oh, that's not really a food you need.
Yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah, she came home with her what is it? Cologne.
La Cologne.
Whatever, the other day, and she goes, I got it because it was on sale. Last time she was supposed to have that was just for her birthday treat.
And they sell it at shop right now, so it's so exciting.
All right, go ahead. Next one.
Let's see.
What do you mean?
Debt.
Going down
oh
the list.
no, I'm sorry, not no. All right, so debt. Do you know how you get in debt and how to get rid of it?
Called you owe people money.
Yeah.
Like you're in debt to me to $214.
Oh my God, I am so not in debt to you. But you can keep believing that.
No, our debts right now we're free of debt, both of us, from each other.
Yeah.
No, so it's like you get a credit card and you just keep racking that bad boy
Yeah,
up
like,
and you
that's
never
where I'm
pay
at
it.
right now.
Yeah.
I don't pay. I pay my credit card.
No,
but
not you don't. You
I
just
can't
pay
pay
little,
it.
but you.
Yeah, I'm not paying it as fast as I need to.
You
when I
should
need
be,
to.
yeah.
Yeah, I was really
And then
good
you
when
know,
I first got that
then
credit card. That's all right.
interest adds up, so now you're paying more money. How do you get out of it? Stop buying things that you don't need,
Yeah, you definitely. Yeah, and that's what we were trying to do. But you
and
know
stop
what?
using the card.
But it gets me with the cash back.
Well, I told you what you have to do.
I know, and I'm trying to do that, but it's so hard.
Okay.
So, how does money affect your life? Like your job, personal, like
Huh?
like how does money affect your life?
Money affects everything.
And money stresses me out so bad. Right now, I'm in the process of having a car that could go down, a job that I can lose, and living in an apartment that's pretty luxurious. So it's I'm pretty. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty stressed out. I'm pretty stressed out. Yeah.
I mean, I probably would be too, but I don't have to pay for anything, so I don't have to. I'm a little annoyed with money because what the hell? Why don't I have enough money to buy an iPad?
You see, priorities are so shifted. I'm like worrying about like where's my paycheck gonna come from, and she's just worried about why she doesn't have enough money to buy an iPad. I want to know why I don't have enough money to buy an iPad.
You said we'd split the iPad.
Yeah, that's the funny. I started to go. Hey.
No, I didn't. I told you it could. It would not be any cheaper than $1,000.
Wait, I said if you were to buy an iPad, I go, could it be something that we could share and like
Yes.
split? So she's like, wait, like share, like I buy it and we share it, or like
Well, I was just asking.
we split the price and we share it. I'm like, no, we split the price and share it. So because she had said like initially $800. All of a sudden, I said, yeah. So let me
No,
know.
I didn't say $800. I said no less than $1,000.
Okay, no less than $1,000, and you came back with a much higher price when I
Yeah,
said I would join.
$1,600.
Yeah.
I couldn't remember. I said it's. I know it's no less than $1,000. I can't remember the exact thing. So we'd each pay like 800 and something, and that was including an Apple Pencil and Apple Care. Okay.
Sure.
So but I'm, just in case anyone wants to know, I am 1/4 of the way to getting an iPad.
So, also, with that being said, then, so now, do you believe a budget is important?
Oh yeah. Oh, that was the one thing he kept teaching was the budget thing.
See, here's my thing. I do believe a budget is important. I have tried to budget so many times. I found all these things of like the most popular budgets. Like,
Yeah.
there's like the 5-30-20 budget,
I think that's what he taught.
the zero budgeting, a cash envelope budgeting, and then
Yeah, I've
budget
seen
and
those
like
cash
budget by
envelopes.
paycheck. I've watched people do that.
Have you seen the cash one where they go 1 through 100 and every day you pick one out and then whatever the number on the envelope says, you put it in. So if you pick day 32, you put $32 in that envelope.
I've never seen that.
Yeah, I just saw this one. This one was kind of newer.
What if you ain't got $30?
Figure it out. I don't know. They didn't explain that
I've
much,
never seen that
but they
one.
said by the end of the, you'll have a lot of money saved.
That's interesting.
Yeah, I don't know where you're supposed to get. Like, what if the first day it calls out for $100?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
and you ain't got the 100.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe you should just do like a lower, like $50.
I don't know. There were
but-
other ones that I was finding too, like where there's other ones that I think are weird. Like I think I've tried almost every one of these pretty much. The 50-30-20, I do get it. It's like you're supposed to have 50% your needs, like which are your housing, utilities, like the things you have to have.
Yeah.
And then like 30% are your wants, like if you want subscription, a gym, eating out, and then 20% goes to your like 401k emergency fund.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, but like the numbers never jived for me when I did it.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have like the right amount of money to cover all your bills, which I never do, somehow I always like finagle it.
Yeah.
To me, it's just not that easy to do. And then like the zero budgeting, like I watch people do that too online. They do like they take all of their money, their paycheck, and they zero it out. Like they take it like, so if you had $500, they're like, okay, 2's going to rent this week, 100's going to get, like they take it to the point where there's zero left.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, but like I don't know that I
Cutting it close.
I don't know. It doesn't work for me somehow. And even the cash envelopes, like
Yeah, that's kind
get
of what
the
I was
cash
saying. Like they'll
envelopes,
put
but-
them in they put them in like they take it out with cash and then they'll put like
Well, I
money
think
through,
they
but-
put like this one lady that I was watching doing the cash envelopes. Like she did like where she put like so much in an envelope, so much, and then
Yeah.
if the bill came to be like less, so let's say like her water bill was like.
Yeah, I
$40
think they
and
move it into savings,
Say
whatever they
she
have
thought
left.
it was 40 and it came to like 20. Like she budgeted 40 for it. The 20 would go to like a savings, which made sense because
Yeah.
then you were saving. But I really am a budget by paycheck. I just like when the paycheck comes. Well, no, like you pay according to what comes on that paycheck.
Well,
But-
yeah, that's the issue though. Is sometimes the paychecks differ for some things.
Yeah.
Like you may like even
That's
for
not easy.
like some people they could be younger and work less, or
Well,
you could work
look what
more.
happened this week. I had 3 days that I lost.
I thought you
Not
missed
this
4.
week, last week. No, I Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Oh.
I lost 3 days.
Yeah.
So, but I luckily worked overtime, and so I made up a day technically. But like that was a whole different paycheck. Now
Yeah.
it was a bad paycheck. I mean, it's still not bad, but it
So
was.
I would say if you wanted to do it, you'd probably take your lowest paycheck, the lowest that you could make in a week, and then add that. Well, times that by like 4, and then that's how much you'd have to spend in a whole month. Is what I would do.
Yeah, but that would be hard because that would be really bad. But I do.
Well,
I
no, but
take-
that's what
I
I'm saying. Take your lowest, and then
that's what I
if
was
you
doing.
can
I
do
was
everything
taking my
with your lowest.
Yeah, well, I was doing my paycheck that like has nothing with it, and that was
Yeah.
helping. But
That's what I'm saying. So then nothing. So then whatever extra you make, that would go to like your savings or.
But I was going to
things
try
like
the
that.
other thing, like I was telling you, where I'm going to pay the first of the month. I'm going to pay all my bills, or I'm going to try to.
Yeah.
As many. Well, I said as many as I can. Like the first. Like I'm going to go in order of where they hit. Like your obviously your rent hits first, and then I have another bill that hits like on the 4th, and one that hits on the 5th. I'm going to try that and see
Yeah.
if that doesn't work. But I got screwed up with the car thing, so I'm going to try it again this month.
It's
I don't know if it's going to
February.
work. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be stressed out with money probably again in February.
Yeah, I'm making a budget. Well, not like a budget, but like a food.
Yeah, she's trying to help me with
What's
like
that
a
called?
spreadsheet?
It's like no, when you go to like the mall and they have the
Directory.
directory.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a directory of food. So like the food, how many servings come in one thing of it, how much does it cost,
Yeah,
and
we're
how many
trying
things
to,
can you
like,
get out
we're-
of that? Like how long
the-
can it last?
I think this would fall under like extreme budgeting, like where we're trying to figure out like, because to me that's my hardest part with budgeting is figuring out food and like extras, like things
Yeah.
that you don't know, because to me that's a
I'll
problem.
figure it out for you.
Yeah, well, you have the
That'll
time
be my
to
job. I'll figure that out.
So we're trying to figure out how many servings and how many.
Yeah,
how
like
often.
we just we're doing pasta today, so we figured like one box of pasta.
That pasta probably needs to
you
be
know, we'll
stirred,
feed.
speak of the devil.
Okay, well we'll finish up here anyway.
Go ahead.
So we figured that one box of pasta will make us have two good meals.
Sorry.
Do you want to go shut it off?
I think so.
Okay.
Hold on.
The pasta's fine.
Yeah, the pasta's fine, but like what you were just saying, we just realized that well, half a box of pasta will give each of us 2 cups full and 2 servings, but that's what we're trying to figure out. Okay, so if we buy a box of pasta,
how long will it last?
Yeah.
How many pastas do we need to last us? A week or a month.
I think
or
that'll
however much.
definitely help with budgeting. So we'll
Yeah.
see. Money is the root of all evil.
Yeah.
It will stress you out. I was finding quotes about money, and I was just like, oh my god, every last one of them were right.
So you know what? I'm gonna make you a budget this week, tomorrow.
I've been waiting. I'll be waiting and waiting.
Watch, I'll do it. You just got to tell me all the prices for everything. I'll be the budget lady. That's my
tomorrow
job.
we're going to the food store, so that's going to be an issue.
And actually, tomorrow's gonna be pretty bad because we'll just sidebar really quick because I think we're done with the finances. Yeah. So kind of back to the goal thing was I'm realizing.
Well, finances are one of our goals. We're trying to save.
Yeah. Well, iPad, computer.
I'm trying to save for a house and a car. She's got.
I want a house
computer.
too.
I know.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I just love that joke. It's one of my favorite jokes. It's one of my favorite jokes. When you when I hand you something, my hand starts shaking. Instead, that's
what?
No, when you're like, give me that, and I shake my hand with the cup. That's my favorite joke ever. It's so funny to me. She acts
like I beat her. I've never won.
It's just a joke, but it's one of the funniest. No, so with the losing weight, one of my issues is that we work out really good. This week and last week we did pretty good. Our first week was kind of rocky, but this week is definitely better. Sissy's looking at you like you just offended her.
No, I don't know why.
No, so I realized, okay, great that I'm working out, but my other issue was I love me some Teddy Grahams.
Look, you had a major breakdown before we went to exercise today. I don't care what you want to say. There was what do you call it? Hangry was going on because she was suppressing food because she says she's not losing weight. Yeah. But I'm sorry, someone got on the scale and they did lose weight, but I didn't lose weight.
Okay, but here's the same thing. Every week when I weigh in, I weigh in 3 times and I've lost a pound every time. Uh-huh. But what happens is on the weekends, I forgot to count my calories. So then I'm down a bag of Teddy Grahams and here I am back at my starting weight again.
Chocolate Teddy Grahams.
They are delicious.
They are her Lay's chips, I'm starting to think.
No, my Lay's chips is still the Ben & Jerry's chocolate ice cream. I think about that daily.
That.
I love that ice cream.
Can't have it.
Sorry. No, I can do the Teddy Grahams, but now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you portion them in a little cup, and I'm going to have my little allowance.
Ration them out and then put them on the top shelf where 5'3" can't reach them.
Yeah. No.
She won't get on a stool.
But what was it? No. But what I'm going to do is, we said we were going to go to the food store, and one of my little sensory fun issues is certain foods I just can't do.
Don't do textures.
It doesn't feel great. So, you okay, sis?
Unfortunately, you don't eat, where I'll eat lettuce and certain vegetables that do fill you up.
Yeah.
You don't eat foods like that, and that's an issue.
It's more of a texture thing. It's some of them don't even taste that horrible. It's just can't get past the texture. So some of them I can't remember the last time I tried them. We've already talked about my memory issues, but so we're gonna go to the store and we're just gonna get a bunch of things and try them. I'm gonna look up some recipes from TikTok.
She loves that TikTok.
I love watching those people cook on TikTok. So we're gonna try to do that so it can be better. We're gonna get I wrote down that we should look for Barilla has red lentil chickpea.
We're gonna try different pastas. We're gonna try to mix brown rice with white rice to try to
house rice. That's what
yeah.
I believe it's called house. Well, the person I saw talking about it, he said it's house rice, and he is a Iron Chef. So I was he's got to be right. You can't be an Iron Chef and be wrong. So I figured we'll try that. So hopefully we'll do a house rice to get to the brown rice. So that's the plan. I got bananas. I saw this flourless brownie that she made with banana. I don't know. I figured we'll try it. So I'm gonna, right after this, while I'm editing, I'm going to concoct a list of things that we're gonna get from the store and try. And fruits and fruits too.
This is called Let's Waste Some More Money. No, I'll eat everything in the end. We all know that.
Because I can't remember. I feel I've probably tried I don't know, raspberry. I don't know what it tastes like though. I couldn't tell you. So we just had to describe her. I assume sweet. But like, you know.
I like raspberries.
I can't really remember what they
They
taste.
got a lot of nooks and crannies, though. You gotta wash them good.
And there's her issues.
Bugs!
Yeah. I love a good grape, but they're they're not in season, right?
I don't know. It depends. You gotta taste them when you get in the store.
No! First off, no, that's wrong. And who would say that, miss? Oh, I have to wash my fruit with special bug spray when she gets home. And COVID.
I know.
You know, a nasty little kid. Oh, look, mommy, cotton candy grape.
No, I just feel
Nasty.
if they're firm,
Yeah.
then you got a good grape.
I think we should get some watermelon again. That was really nice when we had that. So, yeah, sorry.
Yeah,
See,
but the
it's
problem
sweet.
is you have to force yourself to eat the fruit.
I know.
Because everybody would rather have chocolate and chips. That's just a thing.
Yeah.
But once you get into like eating these things, like we make fun of this YouTuber that we watch. It's not like privately we make fun of it.
We'll never comment on a YouTube video.
But it's more because, you know, we're jealous.
Why is she eating $12 yogurt with with like 5 blueberries and a little
7 raspberries
and a teaspoon of granola. And then she washes it all down with some water squeezed with lemon juice and aloe vera. It's like,
yeah.
What? Like, I don't know. I can't be like that. I gotta. That's to me. I wouldn't enjoy
the
life.
funny thing is,
I want my tater tots.
What was the one thing she was eating that we were making fun? She was craving. Come on. Oh, remember she said, "Oh, I had a craving for something," and it was like something healthy.
Yeah, it was.
She's like,
weird.
"Oh, I was really craving for this," and I'm like, "What? Like, who craves that?"
Yeah,
like,
it was something. She was
something
talking about her
healthy.
period, and we were like, "You don't just crave a chocolate bar."
No,
It was
what the hell
something
was
weird.
it?
Oh, I can't remember.
Chia pudding or chia something.
Maybe it was something
It was
like
like
that.
something weird like that.
It's
like
never,
that.
I've never heard
like-
anybody say, "Oh man, I got my period. I'd love some chia pudding."
It was something like that where I'm like, no, give me a damn brownie.
Where's my Ben and Jerry's chocolate ice cream?
Where's my vial of salt? You know, I mean, I'm just saying.
I just like some of those things. Props to you. I can't.
But I think it's because she has like took this on as her eating style type thing. That I think she's just that way now.
Well, let's also keep in mind this girl opened her fridge and she only had
it was pretty bad.
beverages in there. She just never has any food in there.
I could probably snap her with one hand.
No, I don't think so.
No.
She just does Pilates. She's got muscles.
Yeah, but she's thin. She's seriously thin. There's
I
no
could take
body
her in a
fat.
fight, though.
Oh, yeah, no, I could take her in a fight.
I do assess everybody I've ever seen to say, could I take them in a fight?
That's how I...
You know? Us short people, go for the legs. That's what I told her. I said,
Yeah,
I'm
see,
short.
that's what I'm talking about. That's why I told that girl today.
You gotta go for the legs.
If I got
We're
scrappy,
tiny.
just take me down because I know
That's where I'd go for you. I'd go for your legs.
Yeah.
But I also know your legs are your weakness. You've said that. You know? But what'd you inform me today about your goiter? Bam! Right to the neck. Maybe I'd grab you by the legs, and once I got you down to the floor, to the neck.
Oh my God.
You know?
I gotta go cook
And
that
those
pasta.
people on the parent test show were like, my kid would never hit me. And I'm over here, I'll pull
we
your
can
legs.
watch the parent test.
No, Special Forces. Parent test is on tonight, but we can watch it
God.
tomorrow. That's what you get when you don't have cable.
That's all right.
All right. Oh my God.
All right,
We're
gotta
so
go.
sorry. We've been just chit chatting with y'all. Let us know about your finances.
Yeah.
Could you buy an iPad?
Yeah, could you?
Could you buy a $1,600 iPad right now? Tell us. My answer is no.
No, I couldn't. I probably can't do it in 6 months or a year. Or a year.
Oh, I calculated if I did we do patch testing on it.
I've calculated.
I did a calculation. I wouldn't even get it in a year. I wouldn't even. What did I say? Maybe I got like $500. So, and she just cut me off from patch tests because it wastes too much gas.
Look, I am.
So I have no income now.
I am cheaper than cheap when it comes down to it.
How much are you gonna pay for that budget?
What?
For the budget I'm making you.
How much you paying for that food you're eating on that budget? Oh,
Yeah.
see, it always comes back around. I can get you.
$10?
No.
Oh, thought the $10 would be doable.
No, I
Buy
just
my
said-
comic
Look,
tomorrow?
I honestly, I probably, but I didn't even think about what the price was that you offered. I just said no. I just heard pay and I said no.
Free? You want to pay free?
Sure, I can do that. But now I have to go.
We have to go make that pasta because I am.
I can smell it too.
Starving.
Yeah.
All right, so thank you guys so much for listening or watching. Hopefully you'll give us a good rating. And if you're on YouTube, you give us a thumbs up. Don't give us a thumbs down. Instead, leave a comment telling us how we can improve. And make sure you turn on your notifications, follow and subscribe, do all that stuff. And I really think that's it.
Yeah, so hit the button, go save some money, or go spend some money. Whichever you think you can do.
Well, if you can buy the iPad, spend the money.
Yeah. If
You
you
know?
can't, do save your money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And may all your money dreams come true.
Oh, thank you, Cinderella.
That's who I am. I am the girl that's washing the floor. Thank you for calling me by my name. Gotta go. Hit the button.